The shadow archetype represents the dark aspects of ourselves that we suppress in the unconscious. As individuals, we have become increasingly alienated and distanced from our true selves in this modern age, completely disconnecting from our nature. In Jung's analytical theory, the psyche encompasses our inner and outer worlds, manifesting both in the visible and the unconscious. The shadow archetype symbolizes the aspects of ourselves that are hidden, repressed, and bothersome. When these aspects are not seen, they expand unconsciously, splitting our consciousness and leading us to lose our awareness. Most psychological issues stem from this phenomenon. To fully understand ourselves, it is important to focus on and analyze the dreams we tend to overlook or disregard. Dreams are a way in which our unconscious communicates with us, helping us see the faulty concepts and attitudes we have learned in life. They show us the parts of ourselves we refuse to see, the fears we suppress, and the personality traits we hesitate to express. Thus, a significant part of dream analysis is bringing to light the aspects of ourselves that remain hidden in the darkness of our unconscious. Of course, to analyze dreams properly, it is essential to know ourselves and the people we are analyzing. All the elements in a dream are intrinsically connected to the dreamer, though collective symbols may appear at times. This reflects Jung's theory of the collective unconscious. Therefore, dreams are not only limited to the individual unconscious but can also relate to larger archetypes or cultural and universal themes. Dream. The first reflection of the shadow. In one dream, I encountered a figure that represented a suppressed fear, anger, and unresolved emotions in my unconscious. As a child, I dreamed of a goat-headed figure, which mirrored my father's dark side toward me. This figure symbolized the fears I had during that time and the messages I received from my father. In the dream, my father attacking me reflected his oppressive, authoritarian side. This dark side of my father was also the source of a rage I had been unable to acknowledge for a long time in my unconscious. However, the dream also showed me something important. By reflecting my father's anger and taking on the role of the victim, I was unconsciously trying to hide my own unnecessary anger. This awareness gave me the opportunity to transform this anger. From that day on, I started to make peace with my anger, both in my inner world and in the outer world. I began to feel freer because I was now aware of my anger and began directing it in a healthier way. Inner fear of God and the blocking of compassion. Another significant realization was the fear I felt toward the inner God figure in my dream. In the dream, God appeared as both a source of fear and compassion. The God figure might represent the inner authority, my conscience, and the higher power guiding me. However, this figure also appeared as a frightening one. The punitive side of God was related to my inner guilt and fear of being unworthy. When I recognized this fear in the dream, I realized that I had also rejected the figure of compassion within myself. I noticed that the fear of God was preventing the manifestation of compassion. The fear made me believe I would be punished by God, but this fear was preventing me from accepting compassion and forgiveness. Confronting this fear and transforming it was the first step in allowing compassion to emerge. My unconscious showed me that fear and compassion can coexist. Despite my inner fears, I realized that I needed to accept compassion. Confronting the fear helped me move beyond the fear of punishment, and it also allowed me to embrace myself with compassion. Letting go of fear and accepting compassion brought me spiritual liberation and inner balance. The surfing dream and the fear of society. Another example is a dream that represented a situation in my life where I was blocking my happiness. While surfing on the sea and water may symbolize my relationship with the unconscious. The sea also represents the depths of the unconscious, my personal power, and intuition. In the dream, I was trying to maintain balance on the water, which was a sign of my attempt to strike a balance between my conscious and unconscious mind. However, suddenly switching to surfing on land may symbolize my fear of societal judgment. The land represents the rules of society and the expected behavior. Out of fear of being judged by society, I tried to restrain myself. This dream beautifully illustrated both my internal imbalance and how my fear of societal judgment was holding me back. Conclusion: our dreams are the most powerful tool for engaging in a dialogue with our unconscious. The images, figures, and symbols we encounter in dreams uncover the hidden meanings deep within our inner world. The shadow archetype is a reflection of these meanings. By getting to know ourselves, properly analyzing our dreams, and confronting these unconscious aspects, we not only achieve spiritual peace but also lead healthier lives. The fears and obstacles we face in our inner world are opportunities that guide us toward deeper liberation and the acceptance of inner compassion. Facing fear, embracing compassion, and finding inner balance are the cornerstones of both personal development and spiritual health. Every individual can undergo an inner transformation by confronting their shadow, leading to a more peaceful and balanced life both internally and externally.